It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now.
I'm finishing up the Fateful Findings.
Oh, you still got 10 minutes left?
Well, it'll all make sense in those last 10 minutes.
Like, he just went to the desert, and his psychiatrist disappeared, and he's back in bed.
But you're at the best part of the movie. This is the best part. The last 10 minutes or so are fantastic.
Oh,
yeah, I think he's at the
press junkets or whatever.
Do you want us to give you 10 minutes so you can, because you have to watch it.
I've heard. I don't know what happens. Oh, I'm at the press junket. Okay. I've heard rumors of what happens.
Okay, we're gonna be quiet.
I want to know. I bet you want to see my reaction, because I can only imagine.
Yes.
Please turn it up.
They're all clapping.
Yes.
What is his stone disappeared? Why does he have it again? I like the obvious green screen.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, just it gets better. I think this movie's gonna break him.
Who's this guy? He's like, I like greed.
Well, one of them's the president of the bank.
Okay.
Just pops himself. No.
More clapping.
He just has a noose just randomly. Okay. Or endanger innocent people.
Just calling for mass murder. It's okay. It's fine.
Dude, you cheated on your wife. You don't have you can't. No. No. This doesn't happen. That's not how it works.
This is what QAnon thought was going to happen.
It is. And this woman's trying to kill herself with exhaust fumes. You don't roll up your window. Oh, good. More pill popping.
That's what women do.
Oh, this is the black guy. who's like smiling as he hits the. Why would they all be giving a press conference? They're going to kill themselves. They would just do it.
I know. Neil Breen's character is not famous, yet somebody gives him this platform.
Well, he did have a popular book.
That was a world book. I'm sorry, but the book was a world book.
Yeah, people know it exists. I like the media's like, yay!
Yeah, just random clapping, just yay.
I like your shirt, by the way, Breen.
Thank you. Also,
Just say no to what?
Books.
Just say no to books.
Yeah. And then, of course, I can't believe he committed suicide, mug.
Uh-oh, someone's going to get him. The little scope.
Looks real. It looks completely real.
Who shot him?
Who knows? Nobody heard it, apparently.
Yay, we're clapping.
They know all the truths. Oh, fuck you. Let's just make out in the forest. Do they have any other clothes? I bet they just filmed this all in one day and like these scenes and just
Most
like
likely.
it's like a wolf.
Because why not?
What's this like ghost flying across the screen about?
I don't know. Inside this Neil Breen, there are two Neil Breens, apparently. I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm just going to say now. I hope that just because we've seen this several times, you're not going to assume we have answers to this.
Okay. I'm sorry. I did this wrong. I gotta throw it at my laptop screen, which I actually did just accidentally throw my phone. So
Wait, you actually have a smartphone now?
yeah, I've had one for like since July.
Good for you.
It was time.
Yeah, I mean, it was time 10 years ago, but good for you.
I don't want the corporate greed to get onto my phone and track me.
True.
I was going to say the government, so the government secrets and whatnot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we got stuff to talk about. How are you guys doing, by the way? You doing all right?
Good. Thank you for going on this journey.
Yes. Well, I've been. When you guys have suggested this, can't talk today. When you guys suggested doing this, I was all for it. It's just a matter of finding a time of when, because if you read or watch enough things, you know of the Neil Breen.
Right.
And,
yeah.
You know, it's only a matter of time before it comes your way. I thought Cuz was going to join us tonight, but it looks like I was texting him. He looked like he's on date night tonight, so good for him. I don't know if he actually watched it or not. So hopefully He didn't, because he was asking for the link to this Fateful Findings, and
Well, we might have to do a part 2 then and get his reaction.
Sure, and there's several other Breen films, of course.
This is true.
we could go on a Breenathon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we haven't, but would it like shock you to know this is probably his most tame movie out of all of them?
No, because I've seen clips of one where I was hoping this was going to be the one where he's at all these like parties and he's like, and they're all these corrupt people are just talking about their villainous schemes.
Oh yeah,
It's
pass
like-
through. That's
That
what
was a pass through. Like, isn't that illegal?
that's one of our favorites of
That's a
his.
great
That's a
one.
good one. That's a really good one. I wished it was on Amazon. We have the DVD. We did buy it. And we
So-
bought his other ones that you can't get anymore, so we had to go to the corrupt websites and get them illegally. But
Well, he's probably in those. You're probably in those government emails that he.
I guess
he
so.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually legitimately bought some of his movies.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
we have all
You're
of them.
contributing to the problem. Just so you are aware.
No, I want this man to make movies forever.
Yeah.
I do not want him to stop because he is either completely 100% legit or this is the best Andy Kaufman routine I have ever seen. Because other directors like like Tommy Wiseau, you can see he's kind of reluctantly accepted that everybody thinks he's funny and haha, and then he'll make other stuff that's purposely over the top. Neil Breen really thinks he's making legit cinema, and he is 100% authentic about it. He thinks he is making important movies, and he just finished a new one, but he's not releasing it yet because he's taking it to film festivals, apparently.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
And I'm sorry, I know we didn't have a proper intro to this episode, but that's how Neil Breen. There's nothing.
It's fine by me. Fine by me. This is the All New Culture Cast. We'll do our intro now. I'm Nick. I'm here with Mike and Corinne, and we're talking about Fateful Findings by the one and only Neil Breen.
Yes.
So, what the hell, guys?
So I should say, Mike and I have seen all the Neil Breen released movies, besides the newest one, which has not been released yet.
Yeah.
The last one was, I believe, just all 6 of his movies released in one big box set with him just talking over it.
Yeah, he released some
talking through.
documentary. It's not even a documentary. It's just him talking about how he made these movies. It's just basically him sitting in front of a camera the entire time.
Yeah, and it was like $500 or something weird like that. But I mean, we didn't get that one. But I mean, we have seen all of his movies, and I know this was the first one you've seen, Nick. Yes. And
Yeah,
what
other
else
than
do you
clips
know-
I've seen online.
Right. What else do you know of Neil Breen?
Well, it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's some quasi-religious aspect to his movies with I don't want to say social justice bent, but a sort of like stop the corrupt people kind of thing.
kind of like a Thanos mentality, a little bit.
In some ways, I suppose. And that his films are this in between of incompetently done, but looking like someone who's read enough about film to like kind of know how it works, but not enough to actually do it right.
Right, and probably a very big David Lynch fan because I feel like he tries to copy a lot of David Lynch stuff techniques.
I don't
feel
know
like
enough
this
about
movie in
David
particular
Lynch,
has
but
a lot of David Lynch, from what I can tell. Mike knows a lot more about David Lynch films, but just a lot of this kind of like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Kind of like, what does this mean? You know, suddenly cutting to him naked in the fetal position and
Yeah.
what is happening? You know, I don't understand that. You know.
Yeah.
with like a woman who I don't think was either his childhood crush or his wife?
Yeah, I don't know
Just
who
a
that
random
was.
naked woman thrown in, which he actually does that in a lot of his movies. Has naked women
And
just
a
thrown in.
box in a storage room is where it starts.
Which I think there's also just a garbage bag taped to a wall at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a, and also I just want to point out some of my favorite quote unquote rooms in the movie, like this therapist's room. One of his psychotherapist room is just a large meeting room, which is them on each side of a very long table shouting at each other, ideally, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And their other therapist is two folding chairs, which are practically on top of each other.
Their knees are touching each other.
Yeah, like in basically a closet. Like it is so small. Like it's so confusing. He didn't put any effort into making anything look like it should room. The hospital room doesn't look anything like a hospital room. Nothing looks like it should look like.
Mm-hmm.
It is so cheaply done, these rooms. It's so poorly decorated.
Like, I could forgive that if it's a case of no budget, you had to use what you had.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fine. But if your story is, I don't know, comprehensible,
Fluid. Has a beginning and an end.
Like I texted you guys on Friday. I watched this movie in piecemeal because of just how I could. And as I was like wrapping up here the last half hour, I'm thinking, would this have made more sense had I watched it all in one go? I don't think it would have.
No.
But when I texted you guys on Friday, or not text, put in the group chat, I put down there like I'm 40 minutes in and I have no idea what's happening. And that's true because it's just random stuff happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to try to recap what I think would happen. He's coming home. He gets hit by a car. His face gets all mashed up. Sent to the hospital. Is that supposed to be his wife or a living girlfriend, or who is the woman with the vague accent?
I believe is a wife.
Yeah,
I believe that's his wife.
I think so. Although they'd never say for sure, but I think that is.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, that would make sense.
Because they live together.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm not whatever, but they imply that it's definitely. It implied it was a wife. I don't know if we ever saw. It doesn't matter.
It does make it slightly less heinous that he is sleeping with another woman while she kills herself, but it's still pretty awful.
Yeah. I mean.
I guess if they were dating, it would make it less shitty, but I mean whatever.
By a hair less shitty, but like, because like marriage, like that's your commitment, and whatever. That's neither here nor there. He's in the hospital and he gets some magic power.
Because whoever hits him with the car, some random skank in super high heels and in like a fancy, like a Benz or something, like gets out. And what does she give him, like a rock or something weird like that?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Like another thing that doesn't make a lot of sense and doesn't really get revisited.
See, I was confused by that because I thought he had that rock that at one point in time disappears and then it's just magically back again. Somehow I thought that was a rock that he had that reminded him of his childhood friend. Or am I mixing that up with something else?
And I also think those weird scenes with when he's in a different room with the garbage bags on the walls, maybe that's him in the rock or something, or a part of him in the rock. I don't know. Because they have this weird like symbolism where there's like, maybe it's not just him. Maybe there's two parts of him or something.
It's so unclear. It is so incredibly unclear.
Yeah. So when he got hit by the car, I thought, okay, I see what's happening. He'll get resurrected with Jesus powers or whatever, and he'll go after the person. I'm thinking they were going to drive off, like hit and run, but they didn't. They didn't. And I thought they're going to go after him. He finds out they're part of this corrupt thing, and he's going to go blow up their whole corrupt government or whatever it is. It'll be one of those things that go. None of that
makes
happens.
way too much sense. That makes way too much sense. So no.
Like the people who hit him don't even factor in anymore. They hit him, and apparently no one presses charges. Whatever.
Apparently that's all fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He gets out of the hospital, which no one stops him.
Just walks home.
Yeah.
Just walks home.
And the wife is clearly upset and freaked out about this.
He has all these bandages all over his face, which I don't know how I can breathe with them on. Walks in the shower and she's like, "Let's fuck." Like the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous.
So that happens, and
He
then,
does not. Let's just say this. He doesn't really know how to write women all that well. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
I would say that every single movie.
He doesn't know how to write.
Well, that too.
And he has issues with his wife. Like she's popping pills. Like this movie gave me whiplash in terms of story beats. Like
yes,
his wife is like taking his like pills and popping them.
There's no real reason as to why she suddenly wants to take his pills, except for that she doesn't like her job at the bank or something. There's no reason for her to suddenly start taking his pain pills. She doesn't have any pain.
Well, the president of the bank is really corrupt, so maybe she's really depressed about that.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no reason.
Like it's not like she was even stressed out. Like, yeah, there's no reason. It could she have started popping pills? Sure, but there's nothing that like would lead her to that. There's no indication that she was previously popping pills, and this is just an easier way to get it now. But like it goes from like her being like I'm popping pills, like you can't pop them, don't do this to yourself, to like I love you, let's have sex.
And he's like, they're a crutch, lay off the pills, I have to get back to work, let's talk about this. I'm like, wait, what? Do you have to get back to work or do you want to talk about this? It's a complete non sequitur, thing. And then they have sex and throw all these laptops that are not on the floor.
He has like 5 laptops.
The laptop budget for this film is amazing.
Oh gosh, none of it. So much doesn't make any sense.
And yeah, before they have sex, he like throws one of them on the floor. It's like, what the? Those are expensive. You don't do that.
It's your job. You're a writer.
I'm a writer. I'm a writer of novels. Like, that one's on you, pal. I mean, like, I have a degree in biology or computer science or something like that.
Also, what is his psychotherapist? What does he care about the government secret shit? Why does that make any difference to him? And why is he giving his wife pills? It doesn't make any sense.
None of it makes sense.
His wife calls his psychiatrist for pills. Sure.
That's why it's amazing, because none of it makes any fucking sense.
For the first 5 times we watched it, we thought that was his book agent.
Yes, I thought it was too. At least the first couple times until like the last time he visits him, and he's like, "So you want your new prescription, right?"
Why are they talking so much about what he's doing, and why is he asking his wife what he's writing about?
And the long conference table would have made sense. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be a publishing office. Okay.
Why does he have 2 therapists? Like, it's so stupid. Like, oh god.
You're not seeing any other therapists, are you? No, I am not. You are. So, like, are you lying, or did you just write the other therapist in later on?
Or is this a split personality? There's so much I do not understand of this movie. Yeah, I love it.
Plenty of people have different therapists. Like, who gives a shit? Also, shall we even broach the subject of the pointless other couple, which makes no sense?
Yeah.
The most unlikable couple in the world with the ridiculous daughter, another poorly written female. Like, who, of course, why not, has the hots for Neil Breen. Why wouldn't she?
You can't be here. Don't come here again.
Even though her dad just died. Nice guy. Don't come here again. The cops are at my house. I don't care. Okay, then.
My wife, she shot him and made it look like a suicide. You have to go to the police.
Which also, at the beginning of the movie, the couple is fighting, and he's like, "Oh, you mean your stepdaughter, blah, blah, blah." And then later the girl goes, "My mom is blah, blah, blah. She killed him." And I'm like, I thought that was your stepmother. You called her your stepmother at the beginning of the movie. Get your shit together. Who is this woman to you?
And also,
were they just friends, or was one of them like connected? Like, were they like a brother and sister?
I believe that the women worked together at the bank. That was my understanding. Because every movie that you ever watch of Neil Breen's, all women work at a bank. I don't know why. None of them, they all wear like spaghetti strap tops with no bras. And they all work at banks, which are corrupt. And they eventually will get laid off and maybe get into prostitution. But I don't want to ruin it for the rest of the movies.
That's another movie. Yeah, that's another one of his movies.
He actually really lays more into the God complex than some of his other movies in which he is God.
Yeah.
That's like 2 other movies.
Yeah, the best one we really like is, unfortunately, it's one of the ones you can't like buy anymore. I hope he'll put it on Amazon at some point, but it's I Am Here ... now.
That's probably
That's our favorite one. Yeah, that is the most
absurd.
batshit God complex.
He is that is very much A Star Is Burns. Like, it's
Yes.
very much like, I am God.
So
Like, literally, I am God. I think he has wings at one point. Like, you are the king of kings. You know?
So if you can find any way to watch I Am Here Now, do it. I of course I would encourage you to buy it, but I don't think you can buy it anywhere. So, but it is the best one out of all of them. Don't get me wrong, Fateful Findings is really good, but even though this is the most infamous one, I guess, or the one he's the most known for, it is tame compared to some of his other movies, if you can believe it. Also, can we talk about when the friends come over for dinner and the fake drinking out of the bottles?
The friend is always drunk. I think he's always getting like sloppy drunk, even though he always just has 1 beer, as far as I can tell. And the woman always has wine. And then the barbecue. The barbecue is so great.
Yeah, okay. I had questions about that barbecue. One, that's clearly not their house. That is a apartment complex with a pool.
Yeah, it's like an Olympic-sized pool.
So like the one of the plot points is that he had a childhood crush that they knew for a summer, and he never let that go.
I love
Let's
that.
discuss that later because I have a million feelings about the flashback.
Nick, I love how you keep using the word plot. I think it's adorable that you're trying to act like this movie has anything that resembles a fucking plot.
That's fair. Let me use the word plot in quotation marks.
There you go.
We could talk about the friend more detail there, but I did have a question. The childhood crush and her fiance were at this party. How?
Yeah, apparently he was never even awake, as far as I know, to meet her. So, but apparently, and also, yeah, he never went back to the hospital. So how did he ever see her to be like, please come to this party? No, it doesn't make any sense as to how he would have invited her.
Like, at first I thought, like, was the fiance like a friend of theirs and it's just happenstance? Or, like, who was the party for? Why would they invite the nurse anyway?
I have the doctor? Perfect answer. I know why they're there. It's a magical day.
It is a magical day. That's my favorite line. It's a magical day. And I love just carrying a notebook around from...
It's for good luck.
Easily 40 years later. Every day for 40 years. Which she looks amazing, by the way, because he's clearly in his 60s. We're the same age. But also, I'd like to mention, from their flashback, they are wearing modern clothes as kids. Their parents are driving modern cars. And when their parents are about to drive away for them to move, the dad goes, come on, honey, it's all right. We won't be late. It's not like the plane won't leave without us. The plane will leave without them. That happens sometimes.
Yeah. It's the basis for Home Alone. They had to rush to the plane because otherwise it would leave without them.
Every time we watch it, I'm like, no, it will. It'll leave without you.
I also love that they couldn't afford like fake license plates, so the cars would have just completely blank license plates on them. Did this movie break you?
No, it came close. It's so baffling. Like, there's no like 45 minutes in, it's like, I'm hacking government secrets. Everyone's gonna know the corruption. I'm like, okay, one, why?
I
And
don't
then
know
two,
why he suddenly wants to do that. I don't know how he suddenly got like integrity in.
And what
I don't know.
specific corruption are we talking about? That's kind
all
of
of
vague.
it.
It's so vague. It's like insurance companies / banks / like,
Drug companies, I think.
like pharmaceuticals. Like
Yeah.
it covers like a really big umbrella. Like what he's like apparently unearthed. And I love that someone just gave him a press conference and this huge audience. This makes absolutely no sense.
And the clapping. Nobody's freaked out that these people are killing themselves in front of them.
In front of a live audience, and they're like, "Yay!" No screaming, no gasps, no, just delight.
Yeah.
It's like, woohoo! More blood. Also, the character who he ends up, I love that he thinks that you're supposed to like him. He always makes himself such a likable character, and you can tell that he has no idea that we obviously hate a guy whose wife is very mentally ill and killing herself while he is fucking the girl he loves or whatever. Like, I'm watching this thinking, like, this is disgusting. Do you think that we're on your side right now? Like,
Our hero,
ew,
ladies and gentlemen.
I know. Like, gross, sir. Like, what's wrong with you? She's killing herself. Like, as if we're supposed to be like, oh, she was telling his psychotherapist she's got problems with pills. He should move on. Good for him.
But she was taking drugs, so that made her corrupt. So that was okay for him to move on, I'm guessing.
He has that trope where, like, the new girlfriend doesn't say anything. She's just very pretty and smiles all the time.
Oh, when he's, like, uncomfortable, when he's awkwardly eating, spinach or lettuce? Yeah.
She doesn't say a word. She just smiles the whole time. And I'm like, why doesn't this girl say anything ever? She's like, uh-huh. I'm like, I can't with this. I can't with these female
because
characters.
I have to assume she's being held at gunpoint at that point. There's somebody off camera just pointing a gun at her head. Just keep smiling. Just smile. Nod.
Like when she was kidnapped.
Oh God, yeah, that
Why
too.
did he have to cover her eyes and blindfold her and gag her to get?
And then he's a ghost all of a sudden. He's a ghost.
He's like inexplicable powers. Like, okay, who kidnapped her? Was it like the government to stop the secrets?
Yeah, I'm guessing quote unquote big government, which means man in a black beanie. And
I'm guessing it was the president of the bank. I think he had something to do with it.
President of the bank.
I mean, I know this question is dumb for me to ask, but like, if you want to silence someone for hacking all your secrets, why not just off him?
Yeah.
Kill the guy doing it. Take his girlfriend isn't going to accomplish that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I will find you. How? He's just magically there.
Yep. Yeah. Trying to make sense of anything in this movie, it'll give you a headache. You just have to accept it for the batshit insanity that it is.
You know, when he's having sex with his childhood love intercut with his wife popping the pills, I love how like it was either right before or right after he's talking to someone saying there's so much corruption out there and I'm going to expose it. Like, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, what do you call this? Like, do you think that we're like this? You don't think anything is wrong with this?
And also, we have to accept the fact that I think Ed Wood has gotten a bad rap all these years. Because look, as bad as Plan 9 is, I can at least I can comprehend and understand what's trying to happen with the story.
there's a narrative. Point A goes to point B, goes to point C.
Yes.
This is just everything on the wall.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm a writer. Oh, now I'm gonna hack into stuff. Wait, what? How?
He had a master's degree in computer science.
I forgot about that. Yes.
See, they set that up. So it paid off.
Yes, because everybody who knows computer science is an automatic hacker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I get that's how he sees that. Yes.
That's science right there. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm. As he's screaming at his agent or whatever, no more books. Just throwing books everywhere.
I those random scenes where he's like yelling on the phone to, was it a publisher? Like, I won't sign with you. You don't have to make me sign. Like, yeah, you don't. I'm sure they're trying to call you to like sweeten the deal.
Yeah. Or I also love when he very believable in a very believable fashion spills the coffee on the laptop. That was also very.
He's a big fan of spilling things to show like something happening. When his wife kills herself, she spills the wine. I'm guessing water from the wine glass.
Yeah, she got drunk on water. I love that other couple when they're having their like. Why are they together?
It doesn't make any sense. They're this miserable, completely miserable couple that just fights, but it doesn't make any sense because they both seem to want to spend more time. They're resentful that neither of them want to spend time together. Like she's like, you spend more time with your car than me, and he's like, can we talk now? And she's like, no. Can we have sex? No.
Well, I mean, she explained it. She's pissy, so that makes sense.
She was busy, I believe. Yeah, I'm busy. But yeah, it does. I'm like, wait, so you both want to spend time together, but you don't want to, like, it didn't make any sense.
Actually, I thought the caption said pissy.
Oh, did it actually
Yeah,
say pissy?
I think it said pissy.
Oh, I thought she was supposed to say
She
pissy.
probably did say busy, but at the same time, I could also see him writing her saying, I'm pissy, as in I'm going through one of my, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And the poor
You know,
girl
I
was
love.
like,
You got to
"Sorry."
give that character credit. So did she intentionally try to kill the guy? Because she was like, I'm going to blow holes in that car. What do you think the intention was? Like that she was trying to aim for the car and just horribly missed and got him and felt like, okay. Or do you think she tried to kill him?
Maybe a little of both. I have no idea.
I don't fucking know. It didn't make any goddamn sense.
All right, so let's say hypothetically she wanted to actually kill him. Man, she has good aim because she shot him from the opposite angle through the temple to make it look like a suicide. And then she just put the gun down next to him, didn't wipe off the prints, it's fine.
Maybe she's the one who was going to shoot Neil Breen at the end.
Yeah, I like that nobody heard that apparently, and no one looked to find out who actually killed that person. Like, oh, okay. Whatever. He killed himself. He killed himself.
I loved it how like the editing in this movie it's all wrong. I'm no filmmaker. I could do better than Neil Breen. I know I can.
Probably.
But I always enjoyed editing, like for like projects and different things I've done. I've ever since high school when I started playing with this stuff. And so I'm always interested in when I watch a movie, how is it edited? Oh, that's cool how they edited that, and da-da-da. I'm seeing this, and this is like torture on my eyes. I can only imagine when a real editor goes through watching this, because there's sequences where it's just strangely intercut that make no sense. Like there's just a random shot of like the psychotherapist randomly sitting there, and then we pull away from that. Like transitions from like sequence to sequence. Like there's a sequence where he and the new girlfriend are eating their lettuce or whatever it is, and they're being playful, and then it just same scene, same angle, cuts to the same scene, same angle. He's in a different shirt, and he's like complaining, like, I'm tired of looking the research, or whatever he's complaining. Like, is that the same scene, or is it a new one? Like, there's no, like, idea of like time, that this is like another day or something. Like it's maddening trying to figure out how this is put together, and going back to the where the wife kills the husband, the daughter runs in. You killed him. He's dead. No, he committed suicide. No, you killed him. And then, oh, I'm sad. No, that should be the reverse. She should have come in, saw him dead, freaked out, cried, and then went, you killed him. That's how people actually function logically. Could have happened Neil Breen's way.
She walks in and she says something like, she walks in and she's like, you killed him. And he's like, no, he killed himself. And then she goes, Dad. And she's like, starts holding him. And I'm like,
yes.
And you're not going to him first?
Yes, and when she first walks in, their noses are practically touching each other.
Like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yes, 100% agree. Like that's the thing think about how humans would really react. If I saw my dad shot, I would freak out and run to him first before starting to point fingers and figuring out what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, very much so. And I think one of my favorite scenes in this is just the very discussion of him with the laptop on his lap, talking to his wife about her having a pill addiction, and him also kind of mentioning him writing about government secrets. It's like these two things interlaced in one, and it's two conversations. They're complete misnomers, and there's way too much pause in between every single sentence they have with each other. And it doesn't make any sense. There's no flow to it. He starts shouting for one sentence. Then he'll just go back to something else totally different. Stop for a second. Get off the pill. I've got to get back to work. I'm writing about government secrets. You got to stop with the pills, like way too long. And you're like, what is this? You're like, what is happening? Am I having a stroke?
This is the whiplash I was telling you about. Okay.
I also love the very beginning when they find the mushroom, and it's just them pointing at it for like a good minute or so before
their hands around it. And it looks like a bagel. It doesn't look like a mushroom. It looks like a bagel.
Can you explain to me?
No. I can
no.
Probably not.
Okay. At the very beginning of the movie, I think the flashback scene comes first. Maybe not. But there's a long sequence where we're in like a storage container hallway sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it goes and turns, and there's like this thing, this item.
Yeah.
What was that?
No.
That's where again I say I'm sure he's a big David Lynch fan. That it seems like something David Lynch would do in his movies, except when David Lynch does it, it's very interesting and kind of dreamlike, and you're not trying to. With the David Lynch movie, you're really not trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You just kind of accept it's a crazy, dreamy type thing. So I feel like Neil Breen definitely borrows heavily from that, especially with his latest one, not the one that he just did now, but the one after this, Twisted Pair. There's a lot of David Lynch stuff in it, where it looks like he just copied a David Lynch movie frame for frame. But yeah, it's just like he's just like, oh, David Lynch adds all this really weird stuff to his movies. I can do that too and be really weird, and people aren't, they'll just accept it.
Okay, Corinne, you mentioned talking about the childhood girl friend. Let's talk about that now. What are your thoughts?
Okay, the childhood girlfriend, if she had aged at the same rate as Neil Breen, she should be about 60 years old by the time the movie was going on. Like him. Not 27 or so, like she actually was. And also, that girl was not a doctor. Give me a break.
the most unrealistic thing about this movie is when she said, "He's not my patient, but I'll check in on him." No, you're not.
Give me a break. You know how hard it is to get a goddamn doctor when you are dying or, and sitting in the hospital, much less a doctor just wandering into your room like, I'd like to check for fun. Yeah, right.
Maybe her thing is like, I want to see how fucked up his face is.
Yeah, really, that we've covered with bandages. All of his openings that he breathes out of, his nose and his mouth. No oxygen. In fact, let's cover them with bandages. That's what we do. Then he comes in and she doesn't, there's no monitors. She checks his pulse with her fingers. She puts her fingers on his wrist. She's like, oh, very weak pulse. I'm like, why doesn't he have any monitors checking his pulse for him? What kind of hospital is this? Oh, wait, I know. Not a real hospital because there's carpet on the floor. This is not a real hospital. This is put no effort into making this look like a real hospital. Oh, ridiculous. Just awful.
But fantastic at the same time.
I just don't know what to say.
She's a full-grown doctor who wears braided wrist bracelets that she had as a child, and carries around a notebook that she had when she was a child.
It's for good luck.
Yeah.
Neil Breen clearly outlined that in the script. It's locked tight. What?
I know.
I don't even know what to say because
like it's such nonsense. It's like, how did this get made? What happened?
Is Neil Breen like independently wealthy?
He is a real estate agent in Vegas.
Okay, so he
perhaps he does like really good like houses, maybe.
I mean, you know what? Being in real estate can get you decent commission, and in Vegas, which is a growing community, especially probably around the time when he was wanting to do these movies, if he invested his money right, he probably has a good chunk of change.
He could, yeah.
Which, great for him. If he has the money, he wants to make the movie his way, that's great. Doesn't mean it's good.
I beg to differ. I think it's fantastic.
Oscar caliber. And the fact that he is just clueless on the fact that people that his movies aren't ridiculous and people like them for the wrong reasons is just amazing. It reminds me of was it David Pryor who made
the guy who did Deadly Prey.
Deadly Prey, because when they made Deadly Prey 2, that was only made because the first Deadly Prey got a renewal of interest when people started mocking and ridiculing it online, and he took away the wrong lesson from that, thinking they liked it because the first one they found out how genius it was. So he made the second one exactly the same. This is how someone who would make it would be probably make it more intentionally tongue in cheek and not played straight.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's amazing. Like you would think by now he would pick up on that, but he hasn't. And the movies they all feel genuine to me. Like I feel like he really thinks he's making a good movie.
Yeah, there has to be like a specific type of psychosis that goes along with this, to a narcissism, or to be so not self-aware, to kind of not pick up on how awful you are, and to not in any way think maybe I should stop, or I'm not embarrassed. This doesn't bother me. I'm just going to keep going at this level of expertise and professionalism.
But you know what? I'm glad he doesn't see any of that, because I want him to keep making these movies. I don't ever want him to be self-aware, because I feel like it is. I feel like the second he becomes self-aware, then they're going to be terrible.
It is kind of baffling. Like
it is. Yeah.
How does that continue? Like, how does somebody stay the same for so long and think like this is fine? Nothing wrong with this.
Who does he have a producer on any of his movies, or is it just him
I mean, I believe he does that, like, Orson Welles thing where it's just I write, I direct, I star. It's all me all the time,
I'm pulling up his Wikipedia page, which it has the greatest picture of him ever.
I love that with the eyes closed.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at director, writer, producer, actor, editor, musical director.
Yeah, isn't he the one where like everything will be like catering and everything done by like NB Studios, which is very clearly like Neil Breen.
Also, let's see, Fateful Findings. Also, accountant, craft service, special makeup effects, location manager, production designer, sound editor, lighting design, wardrobe, and set decorator.
And you'll never see the same people in any of his movies, which he must be awful to work with. Like, you never see the same people in any of his movies.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I will say, like, James Nguyen and like Tommy Wiseau and stuff, you will see some of the same people every now and again in their movies.
Because they're kind of like just friends doing.
Yeah, people doing them a favor, whatever. People reprising roles, whatever. But like, you never see the same people in his movies. Yeah, you just have to imagine they're awful, like terrible experiences.
Like, is he like no one on his movies ever say like, hey, this doesn't make sense. What's going on here? But maybe he's just like an a-hole. That
I don't know. And you don't see him like doing late night shows where they go and laugh at it and kind of admit that it's terrible. Like other things. Like, they don't have any sort of like sense of humor about it.
Yeah, no, I think he's been directly quoted as saying his movies will never be like a midnight feature. He doesn't see his movies like that.
Yeah.
And like he said, he with this new movie, he hasn't released it yet because he said he wants to take it to film festivals first.
He'll never be on riff tracks. I don't think he'll allow them to do that.
Yeah, they might be able to do just like an audio commentary like they do for the like bigger budget movies, but I don't think they can ever do like a direct VOD of it.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done that either.
I don't know.
Oh, so Riff Tracks has not done anything with Neil Breen yet?
No. So this is one of the ones where we just like you, we saw it. I mean, we had knowledge of. We actually found out about Neil Breen from Cinema Snob because we watched his reviews and we thought they were really funny. And we saw Red Letter Media do a couple stuff on them, and I'm like, okay, we need to see these movies. These movies look fantastic.
Yeah. Wow.
Huh.
So yeah, no, we watched it just like you. No riff tracks, no nothing, because there is no riff tracks. But
I wonder if they didn't do that because the some of the movies are difficult to find.
Yeah, that could be it too.
It is really, really hard to find. And also, I was thinking the other day about another terrible movie that we had just watched recently that we were going to refer to you that I kept thinking, why haven't we ever seen on riff tracks? Was 2 Tickets to, what was it called?
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Yes.
So I'm familiar with that movie.
We just saw that?
Is that the one with like the snakes or something like that?
Yes.
It's ridiculous. It looks like a Jim Henson thing. It's like a puppet. It looks very, very bad.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so I think we know why it's not riff tracks. Like, it is basically pornography.
Yeah, it's softcore.
I've heard that. Yeah.
It's really dirty.
Yeah.
Like, it was very uncomfortable to watch. I watched that and I was like, okay, I see why riff tracks do it. Like, this is filthy.
Because riff tracks tends to want to be a little bit more family friendly with their.
Bit more.
They sometimes do stuff with nudity. I mean, there's a lot, especially the bad cop ones that they do. Of course, they always
yeah, sure. But I mean,
but this is just non-stuff. I don't think they could.
I don't think you could have a full hour
of
movie if you cut out the nudity. I mean, it is so much nudity.
But I will say again, fantastic, a great movie.
Hilarious.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Ridiculous. But I mean, they're Playboy bunnies or something.
Yeah.
So like, they're naked like the whole goddamn movie.
And that's another one we actually found out from Red Letter Media first.
I think I saw their thing on
in
that
fact,
too.
It was the best. It was one of their best episodes because they did it on that, Deadly Prey, and Miami Connection. So it's like one. It was like.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's right. And they couldn't decide which one was the best of the worst or something because they just love them all too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been sitting here as I finished up the movie, which you watched in real time, and
Thank you for that. That was awesome. I love seeing your reaction.
I was really hoping it was the one where he goes, isn't that illegal? But
I know.
sadly
I
not. But
know.
clearly he has a theme in his movies about
Yes.
corruption bad.
And him being the one that busts everybody for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm seeing here all the different things that happen. And I think took his story and was able to move parts around to construct it into a workable narrative.
Oh,
So
wow.
hear me out.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself.
So he gets hit by the car. He goes to the hospital. He gets his powers. He wakes up. He tries to leave the hospital. The doctor lady is like, "Hey, no, you can't go." He's like, "No, I have to go," and they let him go. And he gets better. Everyone's happy. The wife and Neil Breen want to celebrate, so they invite people over, including Dr. Lady, where he realizes, hey, you're my friend from childhood, and they are able to reconnect. They don't automatically start holding hands and acting cutesy towards each other at the party in front of their respective partners, but they reconnect, and it's like good times all around. Good to see your old friend. Because of his new powers, he starts feeling discontented with his book and sees an article about I don't know, political corruption, or maybe his drunken friend who's a QAnon person complains about corruption. And so he starts looking more and more into it, and he gets down the rabbit hole, hacking these things, finding out these secrets. His wife feels neglected and annoyed, feeling shut out, so she starts popping pills because his obsession with finding this government is, stressing her out. She eventually takes so much that she does overdose and die. He's heartbroken about it, and his childhood friend says, "Oh, it's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be better." And then they start reconnecting more so now that the wife has passed, and they do form up a connection. And he tells her what he's doing, and she's supportive of it. Said, "Yeah, because there's X, Y, and Z bad things going on." And he starts hacking more, and people start to come after him, and accidentally kidnaps the wife or the girlfriend. He goes and saves her, and since that happened, he feels they're coming after me. I gotta expose everything now, and somehow he exposes it. Maybe he hacks onto the internet and gets on live stream on YouTube and gets all the secrets, as opposed to just having a press conference and having people come. And the president of the bank sees it, and they indict him, and he kills himself because he's the president of the bank, and he saves the day that way. The end. Is that a better
makes
movie?
more sense. that definitely makes more sense.
I think there should be at least a slight delay between the wife killing herself and him fucking the woman. It shouldn't be happening simultaneously. I agree.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Like, if you want your character to be a noble guy,
That was a big
then-
character flaw.
yeah, like at least wait till the wife's dead before you start shacking up with someone else.
I mean, you didn't even know she was dead. Like, come on.
Well, I thought she did die when she spilled her wine water, and then it's like it cuts from him sleeping with um the girlfriend in the woods to him, "Hey, are you okay? Wake up. She's dead." As he just talks into his it was like voice to text or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, and then he says something like, "It was you all along." What?
Yeah. What? What was her all along?
I don't know.
That was popping his pills? Yeah, he knew that.
That was telling. No, I don't know. What was it? It was you all along. That doesn't another thing that doesn't make any sense. It was you all along.
Or if you want to make it more personal, have it appear that the wife killed herself by overdosing on pills, but it's really the president of the bank who overdosed her, to send a message that he'd be too filled with grief to continue on hacking the government.
Sure, and it was meant for him, but she got it instead. He would feel terrible. If he had a soul, but he doesn't. It's a crutch. Get off the pills.
Never come here again.
But why wouldn't a young 16-something-year-old girl want Neil Breen? I mean, come on.
He was nice to her once at that party. Was that supposed to be like Thanksgiving or something, or
the report about elephants?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
I'm so hungry. I can't wait for dinner.
As they drink their fake beer.
He writes women so well.
5 out of 5 stars. 10
It's
stars.
the best movie ever.
Exactly. Well, I am very glad we got to introduce you to Neil Breen. I don't know if you appreciate it, but
I'm so glad of the 4 women in the movie that were under the age of 40, all 3 of them wanted to sleep. 3 of them tried to sleep with Neil Breen, because that's how it should be.
Well, the one who killed her husband or boyfriend or whatever that was, she had another scene. Maybe she wanted to sleep with Neil Breen.
I was gonna say, if she had more, yeah, she probably would have. Where did that come from?
The very strange movie.
That poor woman. Why did she have to have so much side boob? Why couldn't they let her wear a bra just once?
Oh, the girl, the wife, or
Yes.
I don't know, the blonde.
Yeah, the blonde. Yeah. So much side boob.
Well, I'll give Neil Breen credit. The first nudity we see in the movie is him, when he's walking out of the hospital, and you see his butt.
Yeah, that was pleasant. Thank you for that.
Give
Neil.
the people what they want.
I guess so.
Yeah.
He learned from Tommy. He learned from the best.
I say next we do another Neil Breen, or you check out the 2 tickets to
hard
Hawaii.
ticket to Hawaii. Yeah.
I keep thinking 2 tickets to paradise.
4 tickets. Do you remember the commercial from a couple years ago where who sings 2
Eddie
tickets
Money?
to paradise?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. It was some commercial for something, and it's like, doing this is like having Eddie Money as your travel agent. And he's like, 2 tickets to paradise! And you see the family that he's working with, like, no, 4 tickets to Florida. And it's like something like that.
Oh, like I haven't seen that.
It's a couple years ago. I laughed. But, still a better love story than Twilight.
True.
Which will be our topic next week, of course. But so I got nothing more to say. This movie left me speechless. It just my constant face was just confused, like confusion, like it's so weird.
I am so glad we got to see you, like, your reaction during the last 10 minutes, which I think is the best part of the movie.
Well, it just goes from like incomprehensible nonsense to like ridiculousness would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if all these people were being indicted, why would they just all be there in a line? Well, I'm ready to reveal my crimes now that this random guy said we did crimes.
Yeah, it escalates very fast.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like within 5 minutes, all these high-level people kill themselves.
And like not even the same. Like one person kills himself at the press conference. Someone goes home and slits his wrists. Another person puts
Hangs himself, I think.
hangs himself. Another one like it's smoke inhalation. If they're admitting all these crimes on television, wouldn't like the cops or the FBI be like right there to like get them?
Yeah, they're all pretty romantic ways to kind of commit suicide. Like, pretty ridiculous.
And clapping. Non-stop clapping. Just always clap. No matter what.
Let's talk about the sound in this movie really quickly. Oh my God. One, I guarantee you they did not use any boom mics or any microphones. They just used whatever the camera would pick up. And I don't know if you guys have ever used iMovie on the Macs.
Mm-mm.
Wonderful tool for amateur filmmakers who want to learn stuff, students learning, or just home video stuff, But one of the things that it does is, and this is very annoying, there's got to be a way to turn it off. But one of the things that it does is when you like cut like your shots and everything, the audio, unless you turn it off, does a quick fade in and then fade out. So from each segment. So if you like go cut back and forth, the audio is going like between shots. You could turn that off. He did not do that. Like there's a scene where he's in his office and they're going back and forth, and you can hear the hum of the camera or just the general room. When you're videotaping and there's like a hum in a room. One, that would never be in an actual movie because they would either dub over or have the proper mics set up or whatever. But you heard that like that little slight volume dead, volume up again as they cut between, and it was driving me mad because it's clear I know what he didn't do.
And
the fact you heard the hum of the room is just kind of like, dude, you couldn't afford microphones? Just they're not that expensive. And you could reuse them from film to film if they're taken well care of. It's an investment.
Yeah. No, I have no idea.
Like these like microphones or garbage bags. I'm going to go with garbage bags. Cut them up. The movie didn't break me, but it was certainly
it came close though. It looks like.
Well, here's the thing. It's just so like the movie was so strange. I couldn't stop but think like what was going through his head when he was making this.
And now you have to see the others, right?
Like part of me is very curious about how these other ones play out.
Oh yeah, it's
I hate to think that he probably thought he was doing the world a favor. Like he's gonna open the world's eyes. You know what I mean? Blowing everyone's minds.
Like, okay, you have a lot of crackpots out there who are gonna tell you, here's what's going on in the world. No one takes them seriously because they sound like crackpots. This guy's an author. He has one book, that apparently was pretty popular. No one's going to listen to him. No one's going to take him seriously. I'm trying to think of who's a popular author who's had one book. I can't think of off the excuse me. I can't think of off the top of my head, but like even someone with like a giant series of books, like a Stephen King, if he held a press conference and was like, "I'm going to expose the world to the corruption," people would be like, "Okay."
Yeah. I don't know.
Like you're a writer. Like what do you know?
But they just fully accepted it and like, oh yes, let's give him a press conference. Let's clap, and they buy every word he says.
Like who shot the guy, like the sniper? And
I think it was that guy's wife. You've already proven that she's a good shot, so
But she was already being arrested by the cops at that point.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's true.
And that movie's making me sick. And that very important subplot that had so much bearing on the film.
Yeah, there was no point in that couple being in it at all.
No.
Because he got pad that runtime. I wonder if that was part of like another movie he was planning, but he realized I don't have enough plot for this movie, and I don't have enough plot for that other movie, so I'll just throw this together.
By the way, one of Mike's favorite parts is in the barbecue scene where the drunk guy hits on Neil Breen's wife, but they cut their heads off, and you just hear them like talk, so you don't know if either of them are even really there.
Uh-huh.
Which I feel happens a lot in this movie, where it just... And I love it how later on she blames herself for the guy's suicide because she didn't give in to him.
Like, what was she supposed to do exactly?
Assuming I didn't misunderstand it, her thought was, if only I'd given in to him trying to hit on me, he wouldn't have killed himself. What?
Is that how that works?
What? No! Bad movie. Talk to a woman sometime. Is Neil Breen even married? Probably not.
I hope not.
Oh, God, I would imagine not.
Doesn't say. Oh, wait, I'll just Google it. Is Neil Breen... Oh, my God, that's the first thing that came up. He's currently single. He is not dating anymore.
Ah, shocker.
He had at least one relationship previously.
Uh-huh.
I want to know how old he is.
64.
I would have thought older, actually.
True. Yeah.
He just always looks so old to me.
Wow. So I'm looking at this thing. His net worth is anywhere between $100,000 and $1 million. That's a wide range of net worth, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows anything about him.
Yeah.
it lists the Fateful Findings as a science fiction movie. I question that.
Yeah, Amazon listed that as a science fiction movie too.
Wait, so it's not a romance? Is that what you're
Nah,
saying?
I don't think so. It's not a rom-com.
Well, Neil Breen, you good on you. You did what you set out to do. Again, I see these movies and I'm thinking, if these incompetent boobs can make movies, surely we can. It's clearly not that hard.
You would think, but
It
I
just takes
don't.
a perfect mix of like lack of funds, psychosis, narcissism, permits, apparently, nipples,
Yeah,
side boob, actors willing to do anything.
I bet he tricks his actors into these movies. Like, hey, it's going to be a good thing, and they don't really know who he is. Or maybe they do, and which is why it's taken him 5 years to make his newest movie since the last one. Huh. All right. Well, I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless with Mr. Neil Breen here. So
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? It's fine. At least it kept my interest and it was entertaining in the sense that I was like, "What the f is going on
We
here?"
figured. I did not think you were going to be bored with this
I
at
think
all.
it's worth a good rewatch. Like, it's a good one to have to watch again.
I'm good.
Yeah. I think you'll watch it again at some point and be like, you won't believe this.
Mhm.
It's so stupid.
I should show my wife it. See what
Yeah.
she thinks. And then I'll be divorced.
Just be like, want to see females that you've never seen in your life? You're
So, all right. Well, thank you for the Fateful Findings.
Welcome.
What does this title even mean? Fateful Findings.
No idea.
Is it because they found that little thing they buried 30 years previously?
I don't know, because fatal finding would actually make a lot more sense, but it's not fatal finding. It's fateful finding.
Yeah,
Well,
I have no clue.
If we ever meet Neil Breen, we can ask him. I would love to hear an actual interview with him.
Well,
And
we are
see
going
what-
to Vegas. You should look for him. Look him up.
Act like we're looking for homes.
Is he even still doing that? Or is like being a
I
filmmaker?
can't imagine he's making enough money off of filmmaking. I
He might be that delusional.
don't know.
Because if you buy his movies, they're like cheaply like put together on like a
Like a
the-
CD-ROM.
Yeah.
You.
Like he writes the title on each disc.
Pretty
himself.
much, yes.
Yeah. Basically.
That's great. All right. Well, I got nothing else. I think we'll wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Mike, Corinne, thank you for suggesting this.
Thank you for watching.
Never gonna let you suggest anything again, but it was still better than Balloon Land. I will never forgive you for Balloon Land.
All right. Well, maybe we'll top that one at some point. We keep trying. Boy, howdy, we will.
All right. Well, this has been the All New Culture Cast, and thanks for listening. And join us next week when we talk Twilight. Bye, everyone.
Hey.
You've been listening to the All New Culture Cast. Follow us on Twitter. Drop us a line at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out their work on YouTube at Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been a Saltwater production. Original material copyright 2023. Thanks for listening.